Oh, brother. Welcome to the show where Mike plays Strike Force while we talk.
I don't strike Force. Actually, I might lose.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Oh, never mind. Look at that. Boom. Jessica Jones and Power Man.
Finally.
Come through.
Finally. Peanut butter, chocolate stout, Mike. Let's talk about this Catawba beer.
So this is the third in our series of North Carolina beers. This one, again, from brother of the podcast.
This silky smooth stout was born out of our popular chocolate and beer pairings on the Asheville South Slope. Brewed from chocolate malts and midnight wheat. It was conditioned on cacao nibs from our local boutique chocolate factory, while roasted North Carolina peanuts and Madagascar vanilla beans.
Oh boy.
The result is a decadent liquid dessert that's like peanut butter cup in a glass, except this is in a can.
Roast. Sounds good to me.
That's good.
Glad I'm
That's
not,
tasty.
glad I'm not on zinc right now because I wouldn't be able to taste that deliciousness.
Hey, so how you feeling, bud, huh?
I've had probably one of the worst colds I've ever had in my life. I don't get sick super often, but I had like this thing where basically my whole neck was swollen, like just like the glands, every last gland, and I like could barely swallow or breathe for a while. Not just like in regular cold mode, the sinus infection. I'm on some meds though, so let's do this. I'm ready.
Yeah, new year, new you. Well, I guess you're cleansing out all the 2018.
The toxins are heavy coming out.
So did you just fall asleep while you watched the balls drop last night?
No, actually, Jamie stayed all the way up. We didn't watch any like ball drop, but we watched The Office, and we put it on at a certain time so that Mike Scott went. That's what she said during the movie.
Oh, you actually did one of those times? I was just like, there's a lot of them. There's a ton of them. We watched stuff. We didn't watch the ball drop. We watched like shows. So
yeah, so I didn't come out. I didn't want to get people sick, and like I was worse last night.
Whatever.
Like when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, because like literally I'd be just like, oh, and like I couldn't swallow, so like I'm gonna get like drool in my mouth.
Well, you missed. We did like a 4-course tapas meal that started with jalapeno poppers. Then we had some barbecue chicken pizza, and then we had some Franks in a blank. So that's what they call pigs in a blank for some reason.
That's what who calls.
Franks. That's what the box called. It's like no, they're pigs in a
What's
blank.
probably trade
Franks in a blank. Frank blanks. We had some Frank blanks, and then we had
the Frankenstein like body parts in a blanket.
They could have been fingers. I don't know. By that point, we were already a little drunk and we eat a lot of food.
Jamie, inspired by your efforts, made her own coquito.
How was it?
And she told
Second best?
she was sitting in front of Connor, and Connor said, "Cookie dough?" I'm like, nope.
These Puerto Ricans gotta learn sometime, man. Gotta learn sometime.
No, he said cookie dough though.
Oh, cookie
He
dough?
thought it was cookie dough. I'm like, well, fair enough.
Yeah.
You've heard things and translated them worse, so I'll take that. Let's get to some stuff, man.
Yeah,
We
that's
have
kind of
some
our
news, and we
this
got
is our first one of
best
the year,
of
so
what's
we
in here.
got our best worst going on. So there's not too much news because it's kind of a slow news cycle.
I got a couple
Christmas and
things.
New Year's. Well, let's talk about it. I have a couple
You don't
things
have
too.
anything anyways.
Aquaman's set to be the most successful DCEU movie, which is something, but it's also
It's
I
really-
mean, it's been pretty critically acclaimed.
Except by one person, right?
You know,
Right?
mine was mediocre to me, but that's okay.
Hater.
But it's doing better, way better than Wonder Woman did, and it's even on track to it might even reach $1 billion, which is something. The last time a DC movie did that was The Dark Knight Rises, so
Boom.
it's been a while.
Ding, ding, ding,
been a while,
ding,
guys.
ding, 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 ding. That's because the Hans Zimmer score. Ding, 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 ding. Every one of the scores. Ding, 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 ding. We get it, man. We get it. Whoa. Okay, whoa.
It's intense.
Whoa. I wasn't ready for that. Whoa.
Yeah, alright, it sounds like a cruise ship is leaving.
Ding, 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 ding. I'm like, okay, I get it. We're on a train and there's a horn. Okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. I gave me those adventure movie feels, you know, like, and it was not as confident as some of those movies, but also it was confident.
It
as some of
was
those movies
definitely I'd say the best put together DC EU movie. Because Wonder Woman, although it was a great movie, there's definitely like the bad guy fell flat at the end, and there was like
David Thewlis, muscly David Thewlis.
no, David Thewlis not doing anything for me. Like
What?
Like, and then let's put his face on. Like,
No.
don't do that. Just make
he
his
doesn't
face
have a
go
muscle
away.
guy face. Like
No,
you do not look like a
he
scary.
doesn't look like a god. He's the god of war. You know, like
Yeah, it's me.
I'm the
Lucan.
god of war. I'm coming for you, Diana. Like, we're good.
I'm gonna go save the world, so you can save. Wait, which one of us is saving the world?
I'm saving the
planet
day.
and
He's
die.
saving the day.
And die, I
He's
guess.
saving the day, so she is saving the
I
world.
think I'm gonna die.
He saved the day. No, he didn't. Obviously, the Battle of Steve Trevor's going to be happening.
I think it's all in her head.
Oh, maybe he like
Can't get him out of her
he's
mind.
like her Bagger Vance now. Is
Mystical Black Chris Pine.
He's like, I know I shouldn't be blackface, but this is the way you thought of it. Not me. It's you.
Oh, I guess it's on me then, right? Like, okay, dude, whatever. He also is like not looking like he definitely is not aging well. He's like just getting super old, super fast.
His lips are like super puffy. That's his thing. So it
I
looks
feel like they did something to it, like he's doing. Like
He used
put
Botox or
snake
something?
venom in there or something. I don't know.
Feel the snake bite into my vein. Yeah, that's all I got for that though.
So Matt, let's go with something probably that's gonna whet your interest a little more than that, but still DC related, Matt.
Okay.
Did you hear that Kelly Kukuo will be voicing Harley Quinn in a
Kuoko, yes.
main series?
Yes,
Cool,
she'll be
cool.
She'll be the adult-oriented cartoon series.
That's right, Matt. So, are you excited for this? I know you're a Big Bang Theory guy.
And now she's gonna be getting big banged in this adult-themed series. Like,
But the Joker, I mean,
Yeah.
probably Poison Ivy, hopefully.
I've heard about this, and there's actually she's really excited about it. So okay, I think that not seeing her facial expressions might help because she's not that
Whoa.
she's not that great of an actress, to be honest with you. But I think her voice could
You're saying
lend
the
well
voice-
to the
The
character.
voice work is a good.
I think
track
so.
for her?
I mean, it's not that she's bad looking; it's just that she's not very good at emoting things. I don't know.
You heard it here first. Kelly
Well, I know how much you like.
Butterface.
I know how much you like Big Bang Theory, so.
It's Big Bang Theory. I know this song is really annoying too.
Mike, it's a Bare Naked Ladies song. You should not say that.
I know, and it makes me not like them because you're associated with that. So no thoughts on that?
Oh, came out a couple months ago, but she posted something else about it because she, like I said, she's very excited about it. I'm glad she's excited about it, and I hope it does well. To be honest with you, I'm still very leery about a DC app. It's not something I want.
So you're saying if you had a choice between the Disney one and the DC one, you would choose the DC one, obviously.
I would obviously pick the Disney one because Disney has Star Wars, Marvel, and Disney stuff.
What if the DC app also had the old Christian rock band DC Talk on it?
Maybe, and they had like the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles too.
No, Indiana Jones is definitely Disney, right? Is it Warner Brothers? Something else.
I don't know anymore.
It's Lucasfilm, so they probably bought it, right? Disney probably bought it. They should
Well,
have if they haven't.
Maybe they don't own the
Get
Young
some Mutt
Indiana Jones
Williams in there.
Chronicles.
Get some Mutt Williams in there.
Did you know that Carrie Fisher wrote several of the Young Indiana Jones Chronicle episodes?
Why not?
Yeah, well, we were watching an episode of Celebrity Ghost Stories, and she was just like expositioning her life, and that was one of the things she was talking about. She's like, when George and I were writing the Young Indies, and I was like,
You're doing lots of coke, like a lot of coke.
she was talking about her young friend who died in her bed, basically like it was some kind of drug issue, and she's like, yeah, and it was so like
We covered
sudden
it up
and
and-
tragic. I'm like, yeah, you also were probably doing drugs on that day.
Womp,
Didn't
womp.
say that part. Oh.
This got dark
R.I.P.
real
Carrie
quick.
Fisher. R.I.P.
Oh, this is a fun one, Matt.
Okay.
Is this something, or is this a strange Google prank? So, if you Google famous Hugh Jackman movies, you'll get a bunch of his movies, but you also get Avengers Endgame. What do you think of that?
Well, I think somebody's fucking with people.
Do you think Hugh Jackman is gonna come back? Hey, Bob, I'm
See,
back.
the problem with bringing Hugh Jackman back, first of all, he's already too tall. We've already established he's a foot taller
Yes,
than Wolverine.
almost a full foot.
A full foot. He's 6'2", and Wolverine is 5'2".
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's 5'3", but
No, he's 5'2".
anyway.
5'2". He's 5 feet 2 inches tall. That's why they can't find anyone to actually play him.
Even Tom Cruise is like, I'm a little taller than
It's like,
that.
yeah, it's like, what do you got, Muggsy Bogues? Who's playing him? Like,
Also crushes all the ass. We ever established that as well.
Like I love looking down at you.
Whatever you're doing down there, I can't see it because you're so far away from me.
Yeah, they can't. He's not. It's like if you keep making Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark, eventually he's gonna be too old for the part. Hugh Jackman had a great long career of playing this character. He's the longest continuous person to play one of these Marvel characters. He is.
The show must go on though.
Really, even over Patrick Stewart's Professor X, because there's a different Professor X for James McAvoy.
Ooh. Oh. I thought it was they just de-aged.
Also, we talked about Katie and I were talking about people that could be in the next Wolverine, and she said, her friend said James McAvoy, and I was like, because I mean he is playing the Beast right now, and M. Night Shyamalan things, and he's pretty convincing. Like he might be able to pull it off, dude.
He's also playing Professor X though. Right?
Yeah, but now in the next incarnation, he could be Wolverine.
I think it should be someone like they should gender swap. Well, actually, no, they just do it.
They could
do that. They should just do something crazy and then have everyone really pissed about it. An Asian Wolverine,
like the Wolverine corpse, like he's recruiting Wolverine.
Or do the Jimmy Hudson from the Ultimate Universe, because they do a lot of Ultimate Universe stuff anyway. So just make it like the blonde. Like, I'm not related really to James Howland, I guess. Or maybe I'm his son or something. I don't know.
He's played by Willem Dafoe, obviously.
And he's played by Willem Dafoe. And he has blonde hair. He's like, hey, I'm going to get you.
I'm Wolverine!
Hey, bub. No, he's a young kid, Matt. He doesn't know all this Wolverine stuff yet.
My pick's still Zac Efron. Dirty him up. Throw some dirt on him.
He's shorter.
He's short. He's in shape.
He's not really hairy, though.
He might be. Maybe he just shaves all his shit, you know?
That's true. I don't know his...
Do you know his body manscaping, grooming routines? You know?
They're online, probably.
Okay, next week I need to look it up for this, so we have an update on it.
I got a surprise for you. Here you go. He doesn't shave his balls. This is the only thing. He shaves everything else but his nuts.
It looks like a very furry bush.
It's like a brown tennis ball.
Mike. Hey, did you hear about this? Hey.
I did.
Hey,
I did.
I heard about this? Streets of Rage, Mike, screenshots online. Have you seen the screenshots yet?
Did you see the GIF?
Streets
GIF?
4?
GIF? GIF? I don't know.
GIF. We'll say GIF. Fuck you, GIF. Mom's like you choose GIF. I choose GIF. They were classic and beautiful. They really look nice. Like the shading was really cool in it.
It's definitely a new art style, and
but like it had a lot of classic feel to the art style. It almost was like a cell shaded like anime type thing, but the way they did it, it still had that classic side scroll.
I want to see how they draw skate.
Hopefully they have maybe like a girl skate too, so they can have like
girl skate, a lady skate.
Yeah, lady skate. They had like some punk rocker. I don't know if it was a bad guy or not, but it
probably is.
Had like a Jubilee yellow coat on.
No, that's the bad guy from and just like the fat guy with the suspenders.
Yeah,
the fat baseball guy with suspenders. Like, yeah, that's the guy I'm fighting. He's a fat guy with suspenders.
I mean, that's the way you dress when
you're a thug. I'm gonna come get you.
You get a lot of character in your costume, so that's what
and the blonde punky person is also. They were like one of the fodder dudes in the first.
Didn't one of them like throw a knife in you or something like?
Yeah. Well, that was the other. There's another punk dude that threw knives at you. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
I understand. But I love the shadows that in this scene I had, and the colors are really cool. I mean, it's colors that obviously they didn't have in video games back then because it's a better console.
Do you think that Axel is going to say "bare knuckles" or he's going to say "get the car"? Like get the car. Like is it get the car? Get the car?
Mike, it's a Ki. Obviously, everyone knows that it doesn't have to say.
Get the car. Like
this is Ki. It's all
getting the car.
Just like Buzz. Hey. and Max goes like,
Aria. Best one. Okay, yeah, I'm down. Maybe it's the multiplayer. Maybe we can do an episode of I Played That or something. You know?
Yeah, I shit that where
I want to go up against Jack Black's gaming channel. That's what I want to do.
Against the Juggernaut. Maybe we can get him to hire us to work for him.
I mean, we kind of look like young Jack Black, if you think about it.
I mean, we're like different. It's like the Pokemon stages of Jack Black right now. So
It's like the Thunder Hair guy. Paradise Jack Black. See the blonde hair. Matt, I know what you want. More Cassian Andor. That's what you're thinking.
yeah, the show's already come out. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Disney Plus, they're going to have that, and this is going to start production in October.
No,
So it's definitely happening.
We have talked about this on the podcast.
I know, but Matt, we didn't talk about the production start date. That's why it's on there.
Well, I'm okay with that. I mean, he was a good actor. It was a cool role that made you think.
I don't think it's necessarily going to be him. I think it's a
No,
younger.
it will be.
It's a younger.
No, it's him. They hired him to. Diego Luna's going to be attached to it, because there's a lot of his character. Like you, obviously, he is something big deal in the resistance at this point, in whatever level that entails. But he's some kind of big deal. Like you just never get that part because he's like, I have to babysit this person and then fall in love with her or something.
Honestly,
on the beach or whatever it is. So you're saying you didn't care about Rogue One? It was your least favorite of the Star Wars movies?
No, just not.
You heard it here first. His least favorite of the Star Wars movies.
I like the movie. I liked it better than Episode 1.
Well, now they want you to care about Cassian Andor.
That's
That's what they want you to.
Okay.
So watch the show now.
Yeah.
That's your homework is to watch the show and start caring.
There's some production in October, so I can't watch.
By the way, we know how it ends. He dies.
I bet it doesn't. I don't think that's gonna be the secret. Like season 1's gonna be him there with doing the Rogue One, and then season 2's gonna be like, I'm alive.
Yeah, they show after them, you see them still hugging each other like, how do we not die?
And then they're beamed on the Starship Enterprise.
And
And then because the Star Trek show, you're like, what? No way! You just start screaming.
Captain Andor.
Let's talk about Stranger Things. It announces their season 3 release date today. You see that?
I saw the poster for it. It looked really
It
cool.
looks beautiful. July 4th.
Finn Wolfhard just
2019.
Wolfhard the hardest he
Just
can.
wolf harden the wolf out of it.
Wolfhard the hardest.
Millie Bobby Brownie, she's there.
They're like holding hands and stuff.
Yeah, because they're dating.
Aww.
And Will, of course, looking all creepy because that's like what the
I mean,
kids do.
he's no Corey Wolfhard, but he's doing it.
The kids do just look like a creep.
Did I tell you this? I almost am through the first season of Future Man.
You said you were watching this.
Yeah, almost through it.
What do you think, man?
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I told you.
I believed you. I just never got to it. It's pretty funny. All right. Well, yeah, sure.
Season 2's out right now, too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, last thing I have. So this is gonna be the log line for is a quote from Topic from the log line for the new Spawn movie. There's no joy. There's gonna be no fun lines in it, and it's just gonna be this dark, ugly 2 hours worth of movie. Are you ready for this? Are we gonna watch it together?
He seems to really care about his movie, so this is good.
I think he means that it's like a selling point. Like, ooh, you don't have to worry about funniness.
There's nothing funny. I mean, you're
It's
gonna
be a sad,
like
ugly,
if you like this movie, you're a
gross movie.
disgusting human. You're
You're a
depraved.
garbage person in this movie.
Depraved. Okay, sure.
But you have to say like Todd McFarlane. There's no joy. There's gonna be no fun lines in it. There's gonna be this dark, ugly 2 hours worth of movie.
2 hours.
2 hours worth of movie. Todd McFarlane.
Speaking of a dark, ugly 2 hours worth of movie, Mike. So I guess Holmes and Watson was so bad and so badly rated that Sony just tried to sell it to Netflix, and Netflix wouldn't buy it.
And Netflix buys everything.
Yeah, Netflix literally buys everything. Like Ridiculous 6, yep, we'll take that. Millions of dollars. They said no, so then they had to put it out, and then of course it got. It had a 0% score on Rotten Tomatoes for a little bit, which is the lowest.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like
there's always some
the
like,
absence
something.
of like liking this movie. That's what it was.
There's always someone that's
I
like,
just
hey,
look at like
maybe this one.
7% now or something. But I saw a couple lives from it. I was like a couple little scenes from it. I was like, I'm like, did they look at this and be like, I'm proud of this?
So Matt, will we watch this like on a different podcast maybe? Or
I hope so.
Because I'm just saying, I'm in. All in.
I wanted to put it on Netflix. It would be easier to watch.
It'll get there soon. Don't worry.
So sad.
I wonder if it's like the Room level of bad.
Well, they're basically like it was like a really bad Talladega Nights rehash with Sherlock Holmes in it.
It doesn't make sense because Talladega Nights was awesome.
No, so I guess that was the really bad part. But hey, best and worst. You said games and movies. Is that all we're doing?
Games, movies, TV, man.
I don't think you said TV, but okay.
I definitely
That's
said
okay.
it
That's
was
fine.
nice.
That's fine.
You're a piece of trash.
We're doing it live. Let's talk about what we got, Mike. I'll start off with video games because my best video game was God of War. That was it was critically acclaimed as the best in a lot of places, and there's a good reason for it. There's a lot of good video games that came out this year.
TV, piece of shit. Boom. Drop the hammer.
Okay, can we keep talking about this?
Yes.
You want to keep this moving? Thanks.
I just wanted to put it on, that's all. That's all. So, do you have any honorary mentions? Or you want two more? I got two more. I got more because we have different opinions. I actually was one of the few that was like, nah, this is okay.
Yeah, well, I mean that's makes sense for you. On par with your course, you know.
Sure, okay, Aquaman.
I'm par with your course.
Says it's great.
But God of War has the most compelling story of any game this year. And I think that's what put it over the top. There's a lot of games with good graphics, a lot of games with good gameplay. Like Assassin's Creed Odyssey had a lot of fun gameplay. The story was not there. The gameplay was a lot of fun. Even like the Destiny DLC, the Cade 6 DLC, I just finished it. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool. It was actually like you kind of felt a little sad.
Cry or come?
Both. Can't you do both? Can't you do both?
I have done both before. Fun fact of it.
Thanks for the factoid. Factoid for you guys too. Yeah, God of War definitely like I can think of it fondly and want to go back and play more of it. Like find the and I usually don't really care about the little quest missions. Actually, I did a lot more of those, to be honest with you, in Assassin's Creed, but that's only because it was easy to get lost. It was like Skyrim to me,
Sure.
where there's so many side quests that like I had to go back and look up what the real quest was. Like, okay, I'm supposed to go to Laconia. Okay,
Oops,
Laconia. I really it's tough to say worst game because I don't play a lot of bad games, but the game that's definitely the most disappointing, and it's because it never was finished and may never be. They're trying to finish it. Was Telltale's The Walking Dead, the final season.
And you were the mark for that. You played all the seasons.
The first episode was all right. It definitely had potential, but I mean,
well, it wasn't really it wasn't the selling point. It's just the fact that they were mishandling their money. You know, Telltale really screwed the pooch, especially in the last couple of years.
Yeah, but you think they would have at least got their game finished. They couldn't even do that. It's
well, there's still rumors that people are going to pick it up.
No, there already is. Kirkman's video game place. I forgot what it's called. How's that? I picked it up already. But
Kirkface, it's called.
They're not going to have it out till like Q1, Q2 next year. So you're going to have to go play this.
You have to go buy it again or something.
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I think like Rob Kirk is basically like, sorry, I don't let my property get fucked. So. He's like trying to fix it or something. I don't know.
Hopefully he shows like Telltale being destroyed in it or something.
I mean, I paid for the freaking full season, so that'd be great.
That's what I'm saying. Have you paid twice?
Get like some prize tickets or something. I don't know.
Do you have any honorary mentions you like? Any games you really liked?
I like I said, I really enjoyed God of War. I really enjoyed the DLC for Destiny 2. I really thought it was well done.
It's called Destiny's Child.
It was cool. Forsaken. That's what's called.
Oh, yeah, Forsaken.
And I still haven't got the Ace of Spades though, because like I'm like I get it, and I get the Ace of Spades, and I actually like in the scene you're holding it, and it's like it's Cade 6.
Oh, here, have it back.
Revolver. But it's like, oh, this revolver is really damaged. You have to go to this planet and kill 15 Fallen again, and then you can get it fixed. The first step of it, anyway.
Well, first you have to kill those Fallen.
I'm like, oh god damn it!
Shoot him in the head.
Great. I get 2 more of this bullshit quests. But the story before that was.
I need you to fetch me random.
Although I really thought there'd be like spoiler. I guess I thought there'd be like, oh, just kidding, Cade 6 isn't dead, but he's 100% dead.
Not at all, man. It's not even a year old.
100% dead.
Matt, he's got a show now.
Aiden already spoiled
he's doing
the Spider-Verse to me. He like told me the whole plot of it. Don't do this. Don't do this.
I think I'm gonna see it. Did you go see it with somebody?
He went to see it with his grandparents.
Oh, that's good. So you're gonna see it with me then?
One day.
We're doing this weekend.
One day.
Yeah, the kids this weekend.
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna talk off camera.
Okay.
Right, we're talking off camera. Okay, so is that all? Anything else? Any other mentions? Okay. So for me, I looked at a lot of great games this year. The latest one, obviously, Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man for PS4, was fantastic. Especially after like seeing the alpha footage where like a lot of stuff wasn't synced up and like the gameplay still looked fun, but like all the cutscenes were like this really static walking Spider-Man. You're like, what is going on with that part of the game? All that stuff's resolved. Like it's very Uncanny Valley again. It's very like it looks like an actor, in a mocap suit, being scanned kind of thing. The scenes are great. The villains are surprisingly good, especially the main baddies. However, not what I'm going to give Game of the Year.
Okay.
One more honorable mention, because I really enjoyed this game. Pillars of Eternity 2: Deadfire. It was a fun RPG game, top down, like isometric. But you're these people that have to become pirates to survive, but then you become saviors of this of the Deadfire archipelago, by basically fighting gods. like you get chosen by these gods. And like, you're gonna fight these gods, and you're like, okay. You're like, well, first off, you're gonna have to your ship's gonna get blown up. You're like, okay, thanks gods for like all the gods, and my ship's gonna get okay, cool guys. And so you're basically fighting this dude. You have to like fight this dude who's basically like Dr. Manhattan. Who's like walking around just blowing up things, and you're like reasoning the whole time. He's like, I don't really want to kill you. I just I don't really care about you. I'm a god, and so I'm just gonna go blow up this thing over here and destroy the whole world. And you're like, hey, can you not do that, man? And so it's like a fun story that's like a little different and off kilter. Than the classic like good guy faces bad guys and kills bad guys. And a lot of little fun extra stuff. There's tons of side quests, and like I put maybe like 50 or 60 hours into the game, and I still wanted to play more. The synergy between like the different classes is fun. Mm-hmm. It has hybrid classes, but it's a lot of the classic kind of D&D kind of things, but they hybridize some of them as well. So that's something to give another honorable mention. The game though that was my game of the year, Detroit Become Human.
That's a great game.
It's such a fun game.
Yeah.
The story was
very, very poignant.
Like there's times where they pitted the characters you're playing against each other, and it was like,
you did like the light side of the same mode.
I wanted to free the.
I really loved the end game story for that. It was beautiful. It was really, really well done.
Yeah,
I think it was like very poignant and heart.
Well, it reminded me of like the Lord of the Rings, like that last battle where you're just like, this is hopeless. Yeah. Like, how can I do this? And then you did it. And you're like, wow, I'm a hero. Like, and it made you feel like so much more heroic because it just felt like you were gonna like, oh, this is not a good ending. You're like, I'm gonna die, and they're like, oh no, I did it somehow. Yeah. And it was and like it made it feel like one of the weaknesses of those kind of games. And it has even happened with some of the other games. What is it? The Beyond Two Souls was one of it, where it's like the choices can be great, but they can also really hinder you sometimes.
Sure.
And especially when like if you don't do something right, you fail completely. And so that it's good to have that kind of state where like you can fail, but it's not good to be like, oh, you didn't press this X button fast enough, so you're fucked. And that sucked in Heavy Rain when like I had one of my dudes die because I pressed the button right when I told him to press it, and then for some reason the thing didn't register, and I was like,
yeah, and there's like no way to go back and try it again either.
Well, the thing is, I did go back and try it again and then went through the whole thing and did it all correctly, and then for some reason right there I couldn't. The X would literally not register, and I was like, I don't know if this is like a feature of the game. Like, I'm supposed to have this guy die, and then I looked online, like, nope, he can live. I'm like literally one button wrong in a whole fight, and I got and my story was changed irrevocably, and I was just like, okay, that's a little much for me. Like what was cool about it, and it even showed it, like you could see in other people's playthroughs, there was different states to like if you weren't great at pressing buttons, you could still get through and get the ending you want, as long as you get most of them. Or something like that.
Yeah.
And so, like,
there's a couple times I missed a swipe or something over.
But like, it's cool. Like, it'll show like a little battle damage in your dude because like they were shooting at him and the bullet grazed him or something. You're like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I never had that because I was pretty good. But still, like, it was cool that like it wasn't just like one button press will kill me.
You just liked the game because there's a guy named Connor in it. That's why you liked it.
I'm Connor, the android sent by CyberLife.
Imagine if Connor, when he grew up, talked like that. Hey, Dad, it's me, Connor. I'm here.
Hey, Dad.
For Christmas.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Look at this. Hey, Dad. It's Connor. The Android. Look at this. Hey, Connor. Hey, shut up. I would totally just be Clancy Brown. But, hey, shut the fuck up, Connor. Shut the fuck up.
Cyber life.
Yeah. That was my worst game though. This is not a knock on you at all because you got me this first. Because I asked you for you to get this, but Fallout 76, dude. That game is ultra rare.
Yeah, I was gonna put that on there, but I figured that might be yours, and I didn't.
Well, you didn't play it really, so
I didn't play it, so. But I heard it was really bad, so.
It was true, and like I'm still trying. Obviously, I want to still try and play.
Yeah.
It's still Fallout, but like the game is so because of adding more people to it and no NPCs. Like if you could like role play maybe or something where you could like get a group of people that are like, yes, I'm this guy from this vault, and I'm this guy from the wilderness. So then like maybe that could be fun, but like the fact that you're like, hi, my name is Timmy. What is your name? Hey, look, I'm punching him. Should I kill him, guys? Should I kill him? I'm with my other guys. Like, you're like,
I'm playing with a 7-year-old from Serbia.
and it's like, equip power armor. Murder. Yes, let's play. I want to play now.
Oh, did you bring your power armor?
This
I
power.
brought my power armor.
Ooh. It was funny because like I was like I don't usually look up like sheets and stuff, but when I started playing the game, I was like, look up the locations of power because there's certain spots you can find power armor, and once they're found in the server shard you're on, they're gone. They don't respawn. So like I got on early in the morning and was like probably on a pretty new shard and just ran for this location, and then I found the place, but it like you need lockpicks to get in, and I was like, fuck, because they didn't have any lockpicks because they're really rare. And so finally I went out.
You had to look up where to find lockpicks.
Yeah, well, no, I just ran out and like killed a bunch of things and then found some lockpicks. And then I had put because you got like a base camp, basically where you can like respawn there. And so like I put the base camp down right next to the spot. And so when I came back on, I was like, I just looked in like, okay, this shard has the power armor in there. Power armor. And that's like yours forever. You basically can't lose it.
So you could really just collect all the power armor on that shard if you were trying hard enough.
Yeah, the only thing is that like the power armor skeleton you can use right away, but you can't use any of the armor on it till like level 40, which I was like level 16 or something, and I was like, okay. But it still gives you like enhanced carry weight and then gets you like increased melee strength and crap like that. So I was like,
good for punching.
You know what? I'm gonna put this on. And I had found a fusion core previously, so I had 2 fusion cores. So I was like, I'll just waste this one, kind of walking around. It's fun. And then, hey, I want to hit this guy. I'm like, I'm going to equip this power armor. Bye.
Okay, you can hit me now.
Bye.
I accept. All right. Hey, Mike. Movies. There was a bunch of good movies. A bunch of Marvel movies actually that came out. Some not as great Marvel movies.
Sorry, guys. We didn't watch like a lot of the other good movies that came like
I watched Bird Box. I did watch that.
I see. I actually subscribe to the Bird Box again every month. Like a little monster guy comes every month.
Yeah, and it whispers secrets in your ear that make you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, every month. It's a new thing.
Oh, I fucking hate that part. It's like, oh, it's just an invisible monster. So basically, John Cena is at your house just going, you can't see me. Look at your thing. And like they're like, no, I can't. If I look at you, I die.
They're like the Weeping Angels or something.
He's like,
right? The Weeping Angels.
Except the Weeping Angels you can see. Well, the Weeping Angel, if you're looking at it, can't move. But if you turn around, then it can.
It's like Red. It's like Red Rover.
Yeah, that's what it's like. If you're looking at it, it cannot move.
Evil Red Rover.
But that's what makes it kind of scary too, because like you have to look away or something happens, then it like moves towards you. And this thing, that's why I was like, this is nonsense. Like I was like, oh, they're just some kind of.
By the way, we're spoiling Bird Box. By the way, if you haven't watched Bird Box.
Fuck Bird Box.
Unless, of course, you mean the subscription package that I applied to.
You get to
From the Audubon Society.
Seeds, nuts. You can build your own house.
They send bird feathers every now and then. They've fallen off.
Oh, an owl! A barn owl! No, but my movie of the year was Avengers Infinity War. It was close because I was gonna put. I thought about Black Panther. I really like Black Panther too, but I was like, Avengers.
Oh, you mean Black Panther?
Black Panther. Avengers was a really, really great lead up to this Avengers Endgame. It's really got me salivating for this new movie. Which
we're in the end game.
Which a lot of movies that it's not the last one. Don't do that. They're like, oh, okay, and it's just basically part one of that movie. Where this was like weighty at the end. You're just like you felt a weight on your shoulders. It's like, fuck, man.
Oh, it feels so good, Mr.
Yeah, well, that whole thing was just like, god damn.
You're watching my now. Get out.
Tugging on your heartstrings.
Get out.
And I have to say, I didn't watch. Luckily, I don't watch a lot of bad movies in the theaters. I did watch Solo.
Oh wow,
It was quite mediocre. It was quite mediocre. I tried to really get into it, and Engelbert Humperdinck, Ansel Elgort, what's his name?
Yeah, you know his name. Really got to know his name.
Elgenreich? I can't remember his first name right now.
Heidenreich.
Heidenreich,
from
the
WWE wrestling.
early aughts wrestler, the next Goldberg. Was not. But
who's in the next Gilbert? He was terrible. He was one of the Road Warriors for a while.
Solo was not great. Venom was probably up there around with Solo to me because I mean it wasn't terrible. They're both very serviceable movies. They served a purpose. I get it.
See, Venom just would have been so much better if they had written an actual plot and not just been like, Tom Hardy, go.
And he did the best he could. He did his best.
But by the way, did you see the on Australia for Venom?
I am.
It came out today.
I saw it on there. I haven't watched it yet. I'll watch it later.
I was like, yes, you're correct with all these things.
Okay, what do you got?
So I don't mention first.
Okay.
Deadpool 2. Fun movie. Definitely improved on the tropes of the original one.
And the worst will be Deadpool 2, the PG-13 version.
Electric Boogaloo. I totally want to watch that.
I heard it was not good. But
I just want to watch it for the. I just want to watch the Fred Savage scenes, honestly. Because I mean, whatever. They take some blood out. Who cares? Black Panther. The Black Panther is the one that I'm going to give the highest ratings to. I loved Avengers Infinity War, obviously, but it was just little vignettes of all these awesome people together, which is great. Black Panther was this very original, very like, great villains, great heroes, fun tech, like they made the city this beautiful, African city, and they did so much great stuff with the culture and at least in my opinion. And with like this kind of the villain who was this man out of culture, who's he wanted to get his birthright back in his culture, and I loved being a person, both of us are people that like are kind of out of our culture. We don't really know the Puerto Rican side of us that well, and like it made you feel for that for Michael B. Jordan's villain, where you're like I kind of wish I could get that back too.
So we have to take over Puerto Rico now.
Yes, we're gonna take over Puerto Rico, and we're gonna do it with weird masks first. And then we're gonna kill our girlfriends.
I'll be
the
the fishmonger, and you'll be the rice monger.
I'll be the ironmonger. Oh, that's not a real character.
Monger. They love putting monger in front of stuff or in back of stuff. It was a great movie. So I completely go with you on that.
I also saw Solo. Solo was not the worst movie I saw, and I didn't see any like horrible movies, but the one that I saw that was Halloween.
Yeah, and I agree with this too. Like I actually kind of forgot about this how bad it was. I would see it at the Hollywood. Luckily, it's only paid $2 for it.
Oh, you saw Halloween?
Yeah, I saw it at the Hollywood probably like 3 weeks ago now. And you know what? For $2, it was great.
Oh yeah, no, seriously.
$2 in comfortable seats in Hollywood, it was all right.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't want to pay fucking full price for that movie.
And I did. I sure did.
I was like, oh, okay, all right.
I was like, this is literally like someone like watched, like heard the premise of a movie, a horror movie, and then just painted by numbers. And it was just a paint by numbers movie.
And in the beginning,
Michael Myers runs into some children. They hit him and look up and then walk away. It's just like, and then he kills a person.
Well, in the beginning, like he's in this place and no one's he hasn't talked in like 40 years, and then you go and like you're gonna try to poke the bear because that's what you do.
Hey, I'm gonna make you talk. I'm an Englishman or something, right? Hey, bloody talk to me. Oh no, all the bad stuff's happening.
And paint by numbers hilarity ensues. I definitely get it.
And also I watched this awesome thing about like why the new Predator movie failed, and it applies completely to Halloween. When the villain's invincible, it's like, okay.
Well, I guess we're all dead then.
Yeah, like he's just like, okay, they're just shooting him, they're drowning him, they're doing all this stuff to him.
Yeah, and he got mortally injured several times, and they established in the beginning he's a human. He's not like some kind of secret demon, like superhuman monster. They have him chained up in the beginning of the movie, and then he's still a unstoppable murderer.
It just makes you go like, how did this guy get caught again? Because
how did you hold him that long for 40 years? And then one person says one thing to him and he breaks out.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
You know, I mean, the only good thing was they kind of like established new characters for the franchise if they wanted to do that, like the granddaughter of them. I was like, okay, that's cool, but like I was like, okay, cool. And then the one friend that's like cool at first, but then he gets all rapey, and you're like, he's gonna so they're gonna kill him.
That was so random. I was like,
they're gonna kill that guy.
He's like, well, now that you broke up with your boyfriend, I'm gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Where did this guy come from?
Whoa, pump the brakes, man.
Why is he here?
You look Steven Universe. Calm down, man. What are you doing?
What is happening with this guy?
He's like, I'm Steven! You're like, Steven, back off, okay?
And I would have raped you. No, whoa.
I wish I could name this Rapey Steven Universe, but I can't. You can't do that. They don't allow it. They don't allow it. They don't allow it.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
I get that.
Let's go with TV, man.
Okay.
You said you were going to wing this one.
I am. I'm going to wing it. Our TV nowadays is not like real TV.
Well, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
series,
it's not.
Shows.
And
Netflix.
there's a couple series that really stick out to me. Yay. Sorry.
So, I'm already boring.
Yes, you are. Honorable mention, I say the new season of Marvelous Miss Maisel was really good.
Great.
I would say the next season of American Vandal was pretty fun too. But really, I would say my one was season 2 of Glow was my best show. Yeah,
see, I definitely like season 2 Glow. I didn't think that was I didn't like it better than season 1 though.
See, I did. I thought it was going in a good direction by the end of it.
Sure.
But even all through it, I just really like Glow. I really enjoyed. It was really close. I just watched Marvelous Miss Maisel, so it's fresh in my mind too. But Glow, like I remember at the end of it, like, yeah, I can't wait for season 3. Let's do this, you know. I don't know. For worst is a little tougher to wing it on.
Have you seen Manifest?
Manifest. That's actually what I was going to say. Thank you. That's what I was going to say. I came into Manifest really wanting to like. Show.
It was built this mysterious like lost life show.
That's my type of show.
Do this.
That's my type of show. And then like by the 3rd episode in, I'm like, they're not trying. They're just phoning it in. It's worse than Blind Spot.
We're listening to The Calling.
It's worse than Blind Spot. Like this doesn't make any sense. They're not trying hard enough to establish what any of this is. And it's like, these people are on the same flight. Like, we got that. There's something weird going on. We got that too. You're not telling us anything. We're just, like, doing scenarios of, like, stuff. And nothing's really progressing. I was like, oh. But Aiden really liked it. We watched about 6 episodes, and they all were equally as mediocre. Where they weren't. I feel like they're trying to see if they can milk 16 seasons out of the show.
And Bubble Chris Hardwick
needs to have, like,
like, points. Like, whoa.
And his sister's always like...
And she's like
about to.
She's like that NBC action lead. Like if the girlfriend event, like I'm like they're not the same person, but they're weirdly the same person. Like the same acting level and the same like.
I think that's what they like.
This one exec is like, we need this look. She has to be a little bit turned. She has to be maybe blondish.
She's cute, but maybe a little like
something
athletic
looking,
odd. Sometimes odd.
Like something with her facial features.
Maybe she's always angry looking. Can we do that? Always angry looking? Yeah. They got all that in spades, but none of it was exciting or entertaining. It was just like, it's here. I could watch 3 seasons of this, but I wouldn't like it. It's not like something I'd be like, yay, this is
a person of interest.
Excited. Yeah, like person of interest. No, that's a good example. Person of interest is like,
you're like, I can just watch this.
It is a show. I guess it's on. You know,
I can watch this.
It's on.
It's a dude from Lost. It's Jim Caviezel.
It's like the later seasons of like Arrow and Flash. It's like, okay, they're there.
Yeah, Jamie quit Flash.
It's like, oh, Sativa, the bad guy. Like,
I'll get you high for a couple seconds.
Super villain Sativa over here. I don't know. That's definitely Manifest was my
Yeah. So I actually watched something worse than Manifest, which I'll mention in a second. But first. The Marvelous Miss Maisel for me is going to be an honorable mention too. This is kind of a toss-up because I really love, was it Sarah Shoshahan? I think is the lead actress in Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Rachel.
Yeah. Rachel, that's what it is. She is great.
She's Quentin Coldwetter's husband or wife. Yeah,
or husband
or wife.
Even better. Also, Magicians.
That's come back soon. Yeah, Magicians was terrific.
Another terrific season.
That was a really good honor. Actually, that might be my favorite now. Think about that.
Yeah, I know. It's just like it's one of those shows that like I could watch just over and over.
That last season was terrific.
Yeah. But for me, it's the new Freshman show because I'm just gonna get. I'm just pushing this over because it's a new show and because
Okay.
I've really enjoyed it. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, the new Sabrina the
I
Teenage
just
Witch.
finished that. Actually,
What'd you think?
I really liked that. I don't know if it's my favorite though, but it was really good. I liked.
I thought it was fun. And
A lot of
campy.
it felt like
It reminded me of Buffy the Vampire
That's
Slayer.
what I was saying. A lot of it felt like a better production value Buffy.
Yeah, very
But-
so.
Also less campy. Buffy is pretty campy.
Have you seen that? Did you see the Solstice episode, the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's very
Yeah.
campy, and I loved it.
It's campier.
Yeah, I
than
loved
the
it. I
other
loved
ones.
it. It's
But
good.
like for the most part, it takes itself very seriously, and you're like, it can actually get pretty dark and deep.
Oh yeah, and there's like praise Satan and all this stuff.
And then we're programmed to, as you know, humans with religion to be like,
Yeah, oh
"That's
yeah,
bad."
exactly.
And I think it's what they lean into that, and I think it's what makes it actually makes it better. In some
Yeah,
ways.
oh definitely. Like it
Yeah.
definitely honors its own lore, which is nice. I don't know.
Oh, probably not.
The worst thing I saw, and it was so bad, and I wanted it to be so good. A show called Reverie. This is a show starring Sarah Shahi. We love Sarah Shahi
Yeah.
on this program.
Friend of the podcast.
Yeah,
Sarah
friend of the
Shahi.
podcast, Sarah Shahi. The show was about. It was like this.
I've never heard of the show, so I
Basically,
don't know.
the technology to go into people's brains.
Reveries.
Like they're basically it's a technology that like it's in the future, so like everyone can like go into this reverie state and like with a machine and like live a different life, like a dream life, like a lucid dream.
Okay.
But people get stuck in there, and so they send Sarah Shahi in there to get him out. And like you're not supposed to be able to get hurt, but she gets shot. And it's like, oh no, I'm shot in real life.
Again,
And,
they're
like,
supposed to be able to get hurt now.
yeah, and so like there's all this like just.
Also, how would you get shot in real life? Is your skin ripped?
And she is like seeing like her kid, but they don't really like they don't go full bore on it. Like it's like okay, well she's seeing this like dead kid.
Basically, it's like a garbage inception.
Yeah.